For this assignment, our group will review the Frontliner movie, this movie is directed by Razif Rashid. It starts streaming in platform Netflix on 30 September 2021, and this movie is a tribute to frontliners who have been battling the COVID-19 pandemic for the past 1.5 years. Moreover, it also shows the struggles of all people experienced during the heat of the pandemic.
The challenge of the communication during pandemic is the frontliners had to take care of priority on both verbal and non-verbal communication. The verbal communication is very important since the frontliners has to choose the verbal words to communicate and present it with their patients. Most of the patients might be very sensitive and anxious, thinking about their health. For the non-verbal communication, there was a scene where the doctor ignored non-verbal communication, which is eye contact with their patient and changing their voice tone if they have a bad days. And it might get little hard to the patients to communicate with their doctors too. The solution to this problem is the doctors has to listen to the patients and pay attention to the non-verbal communication and listen with empathy to make them feel more comfortable and to open up their concern and give a convenient treatment to their patients.
Hello, my name is Shannon Gwenet Naon Anna Spencer. I am going to explain about the communication between governments and the citizen. For the communication between the government and the people, mostly through mass media from journalists, public interview on television, official letter explaining and informing something, especially in this confidence situation, media, interpersonal communication through the media from the government to the citizen. For example, the implementation of the MCO by the government through current news and journalist coverage allow people to know and be prepared to face disorder. Official by the government explaining SOP in public places such as using face masks when going outside, guideline on movement control order, and so on. Apart from the government's role, citizen role is so necessary, like listening and following the movement rule by following the guidelines set, such as wearing apart from the listening. Citizens must also abide by the order issued by the government to ensure that the spread of COVID-19 can be kept.
Hi, my name is Chantia Kipasana Indrian. My metric number is 69318. So today I would like to present the third point of the movie review, which is the challenges of communications between COVID-19 patients and their family. The problem to this Frontliner movie is the family members is not being allowed to visit the COVID-19 patients at the hospital or quarantine center. This is because to avoid the exposure of the COVID-19 infection to their family members, and of course, if their family members visit their COVID-19 patients at the hospital or quarantine, it may risky to their family members. So the solutions of this problem is Frontliner will help the family members and the patient to communicate through the video call, and anything the Frontliner will assist there. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Frances Cabrini Anasaba with a matrix number 73036. For my part, that is the frontliner and their family relationship. Sometimes if parents can't understand their child responsible as a frontliner, it will occur a miscommunication. And if their beloved family die, they can't send them for a funeral. The frontliner took care of others, but they can't take care about their own family. And if they are affected by the viruses, they need to quarantine themselves to make sure their family are in safe mode. Besides that, the frontliner barely have time for their own family. They can't spend any quality time with them because they are 24 hours on call and they need to be standby. So the solution is, if they want to be back to their own family, they need to make sure their own are clean and make a PCR test and make sure their result is negative.
My name is Isa Azwan, and I'm going to elaborate the problems communication between teachers and students in Frontliners movie. In the movie, COVID-19 has spread out in Malaysia. As a result, movement control order has been enforced. A lot of school has been closed, so teachers have been faced difficulties for face-to-face learning. Then, the teachers also struggling to monitor student performance. Last but not least,
Mama tu lain lah. Ada kelas online lah. Ada meeting online lah. Jam. Tak habis nggak ada homework. Mama memang selfish lah.
from the scene, the teachers given the student a lot of homework and give students a lot of stress. As for the solution to the problem, teachers should provide not too much homework to the student to decrease their stress. And teachers should keep up to date with student preference during online classes so that the classes will be fun.